sorry for the long break, but I have officially moved house. So I'm now in my new beauty room, studio / garage, and we have got some serious makeup organising to do. Sometimes the smoke alarm does go off, which is a little bit annoying, so if you do hear that, I do apologise. But I've already filmed my foundation and concealer declutter, so now I need to finish everything else because I finally got my packs wardrobe system, and I need to organise all this makeup. So we're going to finish off the declutters so I can put everything straight into my packs, and then once I've got everything tidied up, then I will show you what this room looks like so far. Like I say, it is a garage, so there are some other bits and bobs in here, but it's a workable space for me to film my videos so I can catch up. When I say I've had a blush addiction, I didn't realise how much blushes I actually owned. And sorry, the camera, I need to face it down in a minute. But yeah, we've got a lot of blushes to get through, and I want to get a lot of this cracked off today. So we're going to whiz through it. I'm just going to see what I'm going to declutter and what's going to stay. So if you want to see my excessive blush collection and what I will be decluttering, then please stay tuned. So let's pop you down. Right, you can see, so cream blushes, and then we've got powder blushes to get through. So let's start with the creams, shall we? I'm hoping you can see all of that. Let me just, yeah, I can't see me out anymore. I think that should be fine. So as you can see, I've got a lot of Made by Mitchell blushes. Now I've had to go back to my old school microphone as well because I forgot to charge the other ones, but they're charging, so if you see a cable, obviously I'll try and hide it. But yes, all of this here is my cream blush collection, and it is wild, but there's some stuff here that I can definitely get rid of. So I've got my declutter bag down here, and we're going to whiz through it. I need a wipe as well, so I'm going to swatch a few things, I think, because some of this stuff I've not seen for a long time. So let's start with Made by Mitchell, because we have got a lot of Made by Mitchell's here. I've also got some stragglers here, and like this. So this is a lot of the blushes. Now I went through a phase of collecting the blushes. I don't know why, I just did. And I've probably got some more hiding around somewhere, to be fair. And I've got the mini curve case because this is just pure blushes, so I thought it would be included in this, whereas my other curve cases I'm going to put under face palettes because where they've got blush and bronze. So this is 100% keep. I love the curve case, and this one's got cherry cola, posy rosy, and right, that's a good start. Just walloped it around everywhere. So yeah, so it's got cherry cola, posy rosy, and sweet cheeks, and I love these 3 shades, so I'm definitely keeping this little curve case. And then we've got the blush balm, and this is in the shade Jellyfish, and I'd never used this before. Pretty sure I got this out of the advent calendar. Look how bright that is. So bright. Am I gonna wear hot pink blush like this? I don't know. So this is the same formula as the curve case, but just in a stick. Now I think I might put it in the maybe pile, to be fair. Then we've got a smoothie stain lip and cheek stain in toasted terracotta. Now I got this in the advent calendar last year and I've barely used it, but isn't this a beautiful autumn shade? So yes, I'm definitely going to keep that. That has given me pumpkin spice, and it's got such a nice smoothing formula. This is one of my newest ones, so this is the My Darling blush. Might as well take it out of the packaging. Did I get 2? Have I already got My Darling? No, I've got Holly Pop there. Darling Peach. Yeah, no, I haven't already got it. So I do actually like this shade. And again, it's such a beautiful muted shade. So definitely going to keep that. I'm going to chuck away the packaging now. Then we've got Flower Market, which I believe was in the advent calendar as well. Oh, I do like that shade. And I think that'd be really nice on the lips. So yeah, I'm going to keep that. Now I don't want to go through and snap, like I've got BB wand here, dripping in roses, and I've never actually opened this before. So it comes with like a liquidy highlighter blush, and then also a gloss, and I do love the Beam glosses, so I am going to keep the hold of this because I think that will be really nice as an eye topper, and then obviously the matching gloss, so I'm going to keep that and take out the packaging. Right, so we've got Gloaming. Oh, this video is going to be so long. Yeah, definitely keeping that, even though it's not a blush and it's more of a liquid highlight. But look at that. I think that all over the eyes would be so pretty. Oh, this is gonna be so hard. Right, I tell you what I am gonna do. I'm gonna go through and get rid of the ones that I'm obviously not gonna use, like this yellow shade. Don't know why I've got that. I think it was out of mystery bundle. That's in the shade 1998, so I'm going to definitely declutter that. I'm going to declutter the Dream screen because, again, I'm not going to use that. I don't really do creative makeup. Mango Puree is far too light for me, so I'm going to declutter that. So I've got Prima Donna and Love Lies. Now, they're both lilac-y shades, so they're both like different kind of shades, and I don't need both in my collection. So this one is Prima Donna and that one is Love Lies. Now what one do I want? Oh, I don't know actually. I think I do want them both. Yeah, I'm going to keep Prima Donna and then get rid of Love Lies. It's a beautiful periwinkle shade, but when am I ever going to use it? So put that one back. Put that one with Dairy Queen. So I've got two purpley shades. Mango Daiquiri, a beautiful shade, but again, I just don't like the fact it's so yellow. So it's another one I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, I think that's it for the Made by Mitchells. So I've got there 5 crazy colours. So I'm going to declutter all 5 of those. And now I can actually fit these in here. So it's all in one place, and then that one. So there's the Made by Mitchells, all done and dusted. So next we've got this one right here. So got this She Glam one. This is in Cheeky Colour Jam. So a beautiful shade. It's really nice, a bit like the Lip and Cheek Smoothie Stain. I actually really like that. I feel like it's a bit more buildable than the Made by Mitchell one, but I just love the texture of it, so I'm definitely going to keep that. My Makeup by Mario. No questions asked. Obviously, I'm not getting rid of that. This is in Rose Crush. Right, so I've got 2 Unicorn Cosmetics ones. So this is in the shade Bare Tease, and to be honest, I've had these for ages. And this is in the shade Bear Crush. So they're both beautiful shades. I hate the packaging on these. I just think the applicator and like the handle is just too short. But I love that shade. So I'm going to keep Bear Crush. I'm going to declutter Bare Tease. Then I've got another She Glam one. This is a new one, so I'm going to keep hold of this. I've got this Pink Honey and Cariad one. So this has been a while. And this is in the shade Baby Pink. This is to go with the colour corrector set that they did. But it is a nice baby pink shade. I'm going to keep hold of it for the time being. I'll maybe put it in a maybe pile. I got my 3 Fui blush pots, and I'm definitely going to keep these because I love these. Similar sort of concept as the Lip and Cheek Stain from Made by Mitchell. So I did have a 4th one, but I don't know where it is. This Refi Cream Blush. Now, I've not picked this up in years, and this is in the shade Rose. It looks disgusting now. It's a pretty shade, but I think too light for me, so I am going to declutter this. This is an oldie as well. This is the Mealy Liver Glow Milk Blush with a beauty crop. And if I remember rightly, this is very liquidy. And the pump doesn't work, therefore going to get rid of it. This is the NARS Blush Liquid Orgasm. No, this is the NARS Orgasm Liquid Blush. And as you can see the separation, I've not used this for a while. But if you give it a good shake, I know this is very watery. The first little bit wasn't. I'll just chuck that away. And that is a very pretty shade. Perfect for like spring or even like winter. So I'm definitely going to keep that. Next we've got another She Glam one, and this is in the shade Love Cake Colour Bloom. So again, one that I've not used for ages, and I think it has really separated now by the looks of it. Yeah, it's quite oily, so I'm going to get rid of that. I've got a few e.l.f. ones, the camo liquid blushes. So this is in the shade Dusty Rose. That's a beautiful shade, so I'm definitely going to keep that. And then I've got these 2 pinky shades. So I've got Bold Face Lilac, and then also what's this one? Common in Hot Pink. I'll probably use the Bold Face Lilac one. I think I used this on my channel not long ago. I can't remember what I thought of it. I'm pretty sure it took a while to build up. I'm going to keep hold of that, but I'm definitely going to declutter this because I don't ever wear bold pink blush, and if I do, then I've got loads from Made by Mitchell, so I'm going to declutter this. I've got this Jaclyn Hill one, which is from ages ago, and this is Empress Cream to Powder Blush Stick. Now, I've not actually properly used it before, and Jaclyn Hill is no longer, so I think I want to keep this just for the fact of having a Jaclyn Hill product still. So yeah, I'm going to keep hold of that. I've got my new peach and cream one. This is in the shade Pumpkin. Perfect for this autumn. Shade there. Then I've got another e.l.f. one. So this is the Luminous Putty Blush. This I thought is just too hard to get out and it's just sheen, so I'm going to declutter this. This is my newest Revolution one and I love this blush. It's meant to be the Marvel blush, but obviously I've used it so much now, and this is in the shade Peachy Pink, so I'm definitely going to keep that. Then I've got this Say blush, again another one I'm going to keep. So this is relatively new out of the Cult Beauty and Say box, and it's just a really beautiful terracotta shade, so I'm definitely going to keep that, and that's in the shade Cutie. Then we've got a Westman Atelier blush, and I'm pretty sure I got this in the Space NK free gift, and that's a nice shade. I've not actually used this, but I know that these are quite expensive, so I'm definitely going to keep, as well as my new Charlotte Tilbury one. I love this blush stick. It's such a beautiful pink shade, so obviously keeping that one. Then I got this L'Oreal Lumi liquid blush. This is in the shade Glowy Gold Pink. Love this, so I'm keeping that. And this is my newest one, so the Rimmel Multitasker. Really similar to the L'Oreal one, but just slightly different shade. This is, I literally bought this a few weeks ago in the shade Rosy Rebel, so I'm going to keep that. I've got two of the Charlotte Tilbury ones, like the original Beauty Light ones. So this is in the shade Pink Gasm, Cult Classic. Wait. You can see it there, all coming out. That is beautiful, actually. I always forget about these. To be honest, I forget about all these, which is why I do makeup rotation. Then I've also got this one in the shade Pillow Talk. Cult Classic, as always. This one dried out right there. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think I put too much. But a very muted shade, really two different shades. One's a matte formula, one's a glowy formula as well, so I'm definitely going to keep both of those. And then we've got the e.l.f. dupe, so the Halo Glow Beauty wand. To be honest, I thought I decluttered these. I can't remember still having it. That's more like a liquid like a bronzy liquid highlighter, if I'm being honest. So that would definitely highlight all of my texture if I was to use that as a blush. Very, very pretty, but I don't think I like the shade, so I'm going to declutter that. Then I got this palette from Sephora. Again, I've not had a chance to use this yet. It's in my new in drawer. Love the shades, so I'm keeping this. Definitely keeping my Doll Beauty cream blushes. So I've got Let's Get Wavy, which is this beautiful pink shade there. Takes Two to Mango, which is a bright orange shade. And then, oh, let me just peel this off. Apadol Spritz, which is a beautiful, like, reddy shade. I do have a 10% discount code for Doll Beauty, so I will link it down below. They're in the middle of relaunching all their stuff, rebranded, and it's looking very beautiful. So that I'll leave that discount code below. Then we've got the HMB blush tint. This is in the shade 2. I do really like this beautiful colour, so I'm going to keep this. Then I've got this Morphe one, which is relatively old. I don't think I've even used it before. I don't know if they even still sell it, and it's not the best, so I'm going to declutter that. I've got two Rare Beauty ones, like mini ones. So this is Joy. And how cute's that? And then we've also got an extra mini one in the shade Hope. And to be honest, I don't mind that these are minis because they're so pigmented. Both beautiful shades, so I'm keeping both of those. We've got the Revolution Jelly Blush Lip and Cheek Stain. This is relatively new, so I'm keeping hold of that. Then I've got a Studio. I used to love this liquid blush. This is a liquid blush apricot. I think this is the blush that really got me into liquid blush, if that makes sense. How many times do I want to say blush in a sentence? But I'm going to declutter this. It's about 5 years old. And then I've got these two MUA ones. Again, I used to love these, especially Dusky Rose. Is a beautiful shade. And then I got Misty Rose, which is like a pink peachy shade, so I'm going to keep both of those. Then we've got this Pink Honey, the Blush Bible, which comes in 2 parts. This is now discontinued, but it's like a cream to powder formula, one part, and then this part is just the cream. It's a really unique texture. Yeah, I'm going to keep this still. It's something different and I quite like it, so definitely going to keep that. That's in the shade Girl Code. Pretty sure there's massive sales at the moment on their TikTok. And then you thought we were done. We are not done yet. So let me just move these around a bit. Oh, right. So I've got this to go through. So I've got these two Beauty Crop ones, which I got from the Advent calendar last year. So this is the Glow Milk Blush, Cream Blush. We've got Pink Rose, which is this shade. And I'm going to keep these because I've not used them yet. And Pop In Peony, which actually I don't think that's a cream though. That's not a cream, that's a blush powder. So I will definitely keep that, but I'm going to put that in the powder pile. And then this is the matching, I think it must be matching cream. But yeah, I'm going to keep that. I've got this P. Louise Third Time Lucky Cream Blush Palette. Beautiful apricot-y shades, but I've never used it and I don't think I'm going to use it, so I'm going to declutter that. I've got the Vive Sunset Blush Balm in the shade Pesca. Now, I'm pretty sure when I tried this before, it just blended into nothing. So let me just try. Oh. It's a beautiful shade. It is quite nice there, to be fair. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. Okay, I'm going to keep this and give it another shot. We've got this Body Shop Sheer Touch Lip and Cheek Tint. This is in the shade Pop, and it's like an orangey shade. I'm not going to use it. I'd never gravitate towards it, so I'm going to declutter that. I'll do my PUs ones in a minute. So we've got Cosmic Brushes, Cream Blush. I've not used this yet, but I definitely want to, so I'm going to keep this. And this is in the shade Mary. This is the Pink Honey Sheer Sunskin liquid blush. So Raspberry Radiance it was called. Maybe a good shade. I've not used it for a while. Oh, that's really nice still. And it just, I remember it giving like a really nice flush of colour on days where you didn't really wear much makeup, because where it is quite liquidy. So I'm definitely going to keep that. I've got a Beauty Bay liquid blush in the shade Spring. I do really like this, so I'm going to keep it. I've got a Nude Sticks, which I didn't realise I had. And this is in the shade Sunset Strip. Now it is quite, I feel like it's going to be quite hard to blend out. I'm not too sure. I'm going to keep it anyway and give it a go because I've not actually used that before. This is the Misguided Stop on Blush and Liquid Blush when Misguided was in Superdrug. I'm going to declutter that. Just blends out into nothing. And then this is the original Beauty Crop blushes. So this is Juice Pot in Lychee, I believe. This is a really pretty shade. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. Now we've got quite a few P. Louise ones. Because again, I used to not collect them, but I used to love them, and then I stopped wearing them. So we've got this Princess Treatment, which I don't know if I've even used. Again, it's a hot pink, so yeah, I'm going to declutter that. We got Legally Pink, which I used to really love, so I'm going to keep that. What's this one? Sunkissed Mist, love this shade, keeping that one. Marmalade Melt, which is an orange. Whoa, that's like a neon. You know what though, it blends out really pretty, so I'm going to keep that. Not like an ugly orange. This is another hot pink one, so this is in Fuchsia Feels. I'm going to declutter this one. I'm just not really into my hot pink blushes. This one is Cutie Cake, but I think it's too light. Yeah, I'm going to declutter this. We've got Legally Pink again. So this one's obviously the newer one, so I'm going to declutter the original one. Then we've got Gentle Ginger, love this shade, keep in there. Tutti Frutti again, like that shade. We've got some bronzers in there, to be fair. What's this one? Ballet Slipper. The original packaging. Don't think it's even going to come out. It's so old. Oh, that's like a concealer shade. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Then we've got Lolly Dolly, which is quite a vibrant pink, but I don't mind it. Legally Lavender. Do like that one. Then that's bronzers. And then we've got Melon Mood, which I do like the shade, so I'm going to keep that. So they are all of my cream blushes. So I decluttered quite a few, to be fair, and I'm happy with all of that. So now we've got the powder blushes to go through. So I've already said I'm going to keep this Beauty Crop one, so that's fine. This MAC one, this was like my first ever high-end blush. This is in the shade Blush Baby. So old, but it holds like sentimental value. It's so old, it has no pigment whatsoever. So I'm going to finally let go and declutter this. We've got this Be Perfect Scorched one, which would look pretty, but it looks very, very light and no pigment, so declutter. Obviously not decluttering my Dior, because that is a classic, love her. My Sleek Feeling Like a Snack. I always thought this was a dupe for the NARS Orgasm, if I can even open it. Okay, I've just now dug into that, trying to get into it, and it is a very pretty blush. I'm going to keep it, but that's so annoying. Obviously, Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Cheer. Not going to get rid of her. Love her. Then I've got my House Labs. So we've got Hibiscus Haze, which I absolutely love this. Keeping that. And then these are like blush lights. So I've got Rose Quartz, which is beautiful. Look at that. And then also Fire Opal. Stunning. So I keep these with my blushes because yeah, I use them more as a blush topper. Then we've got this Fenty one. This is Hot Cheeks, but this is also a blush lighter, and this is in the shade Juicy Peach. Can you tell that I've not actually used this yet, which is really bad, but look at that packaging, it's stunning. If I can get her open. Oh, there we go, look at that. Right, yeah, gonna keep her obviously. Then we've got these two Beauty Crop ones, which were like a dupes for the Rare Beauty. So we've got this one, which is stunning, and this is in the shade Lavish, and this one is Bligging. And I've got these like Black Friday, I think, last year. I've used Lavish quite a lot. I haven't used Bligging yet. Bligging is very dark. I don't know what persuaded me to buy this, but it's just a beautiful colour. So I think maybe I could use it on the eyes maybe one time. Then I've got these two from Glow Wish. So this is Caring Coral, which is quite a popular shade, I think, back in the day. So yeah, I'm going to keep that one. And then I did buy Sassy Saffron. I can't remember where. This is quite a nudie shade. I'm going to keep these because I do like the Glow Wish one. Then I got this one from Vive. I love this one. This is in the shade Cherub. Beautiful pink shade. My ABH Trio in Peachy Love. Again, another one that I used to love. This. Let me just... I swear blushes just don't swatch well. I'm going to keep hold of this because I do like a peachy blush. These two from Kosas, I swear I had three. Don't know where the third one's gone. Love these, not getting rid of them. I used my Kosas ones loads, to be fair. This Iconic London one, I completely forgot I had, which is so annoying because it's beautiful. Like a blush and highlighter duo, and this is in the shade, there's a Silk Glow duo in Rose Glow, so definitely going to keep that. Oops. So I got these from Primark. So this one was, again, I did have another one of these, but I don't know where it's gone. So the Rare Beauty dupe, so this is in the pink one. I've got these ones, so Desire and Posy, and then I've got this one in the shade True P. And you know what, don't sleep on Primark blushes. They're only £1 or £1.50. This one's £3.50, but these are £1.50. So good and so cheap. So yeah, I do actually like my Primark ones. Then I've got two of the Trigwell Cosmetics because I bought a favourites bundle the other day, which is why I got this one. So I'm going to declutter this brand new one and maybe something vintage. So this is one I'm going to declutter. Not. This is my YSL one. And I got this for my birthday, Make Me Blush, and it is the most beautiful blush you've ever did see. Like, look at that packaging. Tell me that's not bougie. It's like, oh, it's so nice. Look at that. I've not even used it yet, but because I want to make content with it, but I just haven't had time. But that is definitely 100% staying. So then we've got my Jordana t-shirts, and I love these blush duos. So we've got Love You Very Much, My Darling, which is a beautiful shade, Talking Stage, use that quite a lot, Love Bubble, and It's Casual. Again, I use that one a lot as well. So these are stunning. I know that she's discontinued these because she's reformulating them, and what I love about them is you get the powder, the matching powder, and then you also get the cream. But yeah, I'm hoping she brings them back, maybe in different shades so I can collect a few more. But they're really good formulas as it is. So she's reformulated them and repackaging them. You just know that they're going to be even better. So I do love those. Good value for money for 2 blushes as well. Then I love this one as well, so not decluttering it. So this is the Morphe After Party Cheek Thrills Multi-Finish Face Trio, and I've used this loads. So you get the cream, like a blush-like cream, and then a powder, and it's such a beautiful natural shade. So definitely want to keep this. I know I keep saying these are my favourites, but another one of my favourites. And it's annoying because you can't get Juvia's Place in shops in the UK now, so you can only order it, I believe, off their American website. But they were coming out with a UK website, which made me think that they were going to come to the UK, but then nothing's been updated with it for ages, so which is a bit annoying. But I love this blush duo just for everyday wear. It's been in my everyday drawer for ages. I've recently took it out, but I do always gravitate towards it, and yeah, I just love it. This is volume 2. Then we've got this one size. So this one TikTok viral. So the Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in Whirly Pop. And I bought this like ages ago. I've not used it yet. So you get the cream, the powder, and like a matching highlighter. Came a little bit like broken, so it looks messy, but I've just gone off like really hot pink blushes. Maybe coming into winter I might go into it again, because that is like the pink blush moment, like wintry cold cheek. But yeah, I'm going to keep it though because I do want to try it. Then I got a similar one as well from Fine Beauty. This is in the shade Blushing Beige, which I got recently. I actually thought this was meant to be a cream, but it's not. It's just a powder and then like a matching blush light. Then I've got a NYX Buttermilk blush in the shade Getting Butter, which is what this shade looks like, and it is beautiful. I've got this Protocol one, which I've had for absolute ages, and it's a nice blush light, but I'm done with it now. I never reached for it. I've had it for about 10 years, so I'm getting rid. Then I've got this She Glam one, which is a hot pink one again. I think I'm going to get rid of. I've never used it, so never reached for it. We've got a Milani. This is an oldie but a goodie, so Luminoso. I haven't reached for this for a long time, so let me just see if it's even got some pigment. It has, but it's just very pale, so I'm going to actually declutter this. Then we've got this Sephora one, which I've barely used. I don't think I've ever used, but it's a beautiful shade, so I'm going to keep this. This is in the shade Over the Top, I believe. I've got these MUA ones, so these are duos. For the price point, I think they're only like £3, was dead good. Not too keen on this shade, but I love this pink one. Yeah, so I'm going to keep the pink one and declutter the peach one. Then we've got this Beauty Bay Coral one. That's actually a really nice shade, so I'm going to keep this. Then I've got these Dole Beauty ones. So first of all, this is a blush light. This is in the shade Vacation, and these are absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can tell on camera because I can't really see, but it is so nice. I used to use this all the time when I was going out, so I'm going to keep this. I don't know if they still sell them, but I hope they do bring them back as part of the formulation. Then I've got this Dole Beauty one, so this is in the shade Day. Love this. Got this in the big palette. It's just such a nice formula. Look at that. It is beautiful. So if you do get a Dole Beauty blusher, Day is perfect if you like that goldy pink blush topper. And then we've got Costa del Dol, which is like a peachy shade. Got Apadol Spritz to match the cream, and it's just a gorgeous, like a sunburnt shade, which is what I love. And then we've got Malibu Barbie, which is a pinky shade. So all of these are stunning, and I love the Dole Beauty formulas. Then I've got a few P. Louise ones. So we've got This had me blushing duo, so I was out into 2. So there's one. The packaging is just hard to use. And there's 2 beautiful pinky peachy shades. But I never reached for it, so I'm going to declutter this. Then we've got the cheek of it. So I've got 3 of these. Now I just don't get how they work, because I feel like I do this for ages and nothing comes out. And I want to like them. Like, there it all is there, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't come out properly. And this is a really nice shade as well. Oh, like, it gives like a soft matte effect. But, like, look how mattifying and blurred that looks. So I want these to work, but I just don't get how they do. Oh wait, it's starting to come out a bit now. But I feel like you got to really beat your face. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna keep hold of them because I do like the formula. I just don't like the packaging. So I've got, this is the shade Sugar Pie, which is what I've used there. And then I've got the shade Red Velvet, beautiful reddy shade. And then also Paradise Pop, which I got in the advent last year. Can we just say, does anyone actually rate the P. Louise advent calendar this year? Because I feel like it's so skincare heavy that there's barely any makeup in it. And I love a makeup advent calendar. So yeah, I'm quite disappointed in it this year, I can't lie. Especially for the price point. And I think a lot of people are. But yeah, anyway, so and this one is, yeah, Paradise Pop. So I've got these 3. So I'm going to keep all 3 of these. Then I've got my Made by Mitchell one. So this is in the shade When I'm Gone. Now, I love these Made by Mitchell ones, but I just hate this packaging. And this is a beautiful like goldy orange shade. So I'm going to keep this. And then I love these 2 palettes. Like, these are in my everyday drawer at the moment, and I just use them all the time. So we've got the Atlas of Anatomy, which is like that. And then also Three's a Party, which is like that. I have got the blush book as well, but I'm going to keep that because there's so many shades. I'm going to keep that in with the face palette declutters. So yes. So after all of those, we have narrowed it down to, I'm going to put these back in here. Put that in there. So I can actually fit everything in here quite nicely now. Obviously I've still got 4 trays of blushes, which isn't normal. However, it has gone down a lot, which I'm happy with this collection. And I've got quite a big drawer, so hopefully they will all slot in very, very nice. And that is my blushes. Wow, that was a big one. To be honest, I'm glad that I managed to get through quite a lot of those. I felt like that was going on forever, but I'm happy with this collection now. And who knew how many blushes I had, because I reached for the same ones all the time. But I can't wait to get everything into my pack system, because then it's easier to see everything that I've got, and then it'll be easier for when I rotate all of my makeup. But yeah, exciting times. So if you made it this far, well done you. Thank you so much for watching. Next up, I'm going to do my bronzers, I think, and go through all of those. So if you want to see my bronzer declutter, then please stay tuned. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I've got a lot of collection videos coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Thank you so much for being patient as well. I know it's been quite a while since my last video, but I should have more coming up very, very soon. So yes, hopefully I should see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below if there's any blushes that you want me to swatch that I didn't swatch, or anything like that, or what your favourite blushes are at the moment, any blushes that I need to get. Yeah, and hopefully I should see you in the next one. Bye!